Hi and welcome to today's show. This exclusive programme is brought to you by ChelseaFan12.com.
And tonight, another poor performance by Chelsea sees them knocked out of the FA Cup by Manchester United.
So here we are, FA Cup, the dream is over. I'm here with Ron and Gary after what can only be described a really disappointing night, Ron.
Well, I think that, being as a Chelsea supporter, I think it was very disappointing, the result and the performance. But, if you'd have won tonight, there's a lot of lower league sides still left in the competition, and in our time it was a major competition. But I think it's been devalued a bit with some of the sides, even the smaller sides. But it's a major competition. But it's very disappointing, the performance tonight.
You put a strong team out, pretty much the same team that keeps getting beat, recently at least. No changes.
Well, I was quite amazed by that, and like you said, he's putting out the same team every week in, week out, and we're getting beat. And tonight, I thought for the first 15 minutes, there was a couple of chances for Higuain, who looked quite good up front. We didn't take them, and all of a sudden they get one goal. Poor marking as well from us again, to let in Herrera at the back post. And then it was when they got their second one, it was like game over, really.
Once again, left back gone missing. You played left back for a long time. You never, you've got to be in the right place at the right time, haven't you?
Well, I think that the big difference between football in my time and football today is being a defender. You was taught how to defend. Half these fellas, to me, don't seem able to mark people, and I think it's got to be down to him for the first goal because he was on the wrong side of the fella that stuck the ball in the back of
Herrera, yeah.
So, but as I say, I'm only a pundit. I'm not a manager or a coach. So,
check your phone.
Yeah, it's easy for us to sit in the stand because every week we don't make mistakes, me and Chivs. And I played a long tied in for a few years, and he made some. I tell you,
he tends not to make too many these days.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, there were boos coming around. We lost the match, but we've also lost the crowd now. And if you lose the crowd as a manager here at Stamford Bridge, Gary, it's pretty tough to win them back again.
There's some tough games coming up. There's some really, really tough games coming up, and it's a hard time for Chelsea at this present moment in time. I'd have thought he'd have made some changes, but there wasn't enough changes. There was no changes, in fact. He's kept faith with the same sort of side, in and out really for the last couple of weeks, and you can hear the fans now really protesting. They're not very happy at all.
There's nothing worse, is there, than one end really loud at Stamford Bridge, and that's the away end. It must have been horrible in your day, and it's no better tonight.
Well, I think that even in our time, there was never a big atmosphere in there, but I can understand the feelings of the supporters because maybe they're not happy. We've not been playing particularly well at home or getting results, and I just said to Chivs coming round here that good sides don't concede goals, and we keep them conceding goals at home, which is not a good sign.
And poor goals as well,
yes,
really. Yeah. Listen, I've got to ask you, I know you're not either managers, but I don't know, 5 minutes to go, we're 2-0 down, we've got Giroud on the bench, we've got Hudson-Odoi on the bench, we've got other players on the bench. You take off Azpilicueta and you bring on Zappa Costa. We're trying to hold that 2-0, are we?
Do you know what? You've got to have a go. For me, I'm not the manager, obviously, I haven't managed, but you just got to have a go. No matter what team you put out there, they've got to be having a go as well. And for us to do that, we just needed to change it about a bit. That's what we needed to do. To put on a couple of more players, have the incentive to go and have a go. Go and have a go at teams. If you go down fighting, the crowd would be on your side. Yeah. But we've gone down a little bit limp again. 2-0. Don't get me wrong, they played well. They've been on a crest of a wave recently. They've had some great results. But really at home, it was a great opportunity for us to get further in the cup.
Can you understand that? I know you did coach at Brentford a lot. You bring on a defender for a defender. When you're 2-0 down, you've got 3 players on the bench that can score a goal.
Well, as I say, it's a difficult job of managing and all that, but I don't think that was the right decision to bring off a defender and put one on. You're 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go. The onus is on, bring on another forward or something like that, but it don't seem to happen.
We won in Malmo just 2-1. We got stuffed by Man City 6-0. We play them again next Thursday and Sunday. Malmo, we should get through to the next round of the Europa League, but you fear the worst at Wembley, don't you?
Well, it's a massive pitch. The way they play, Man City, they like to keep the ball, they like to stroke the ball about. It's going to be another very, very, very tough game. But it's a game that I think if we change, we just need to change. We need to change our formation. We need to find a formation that suits our current players.
We're not going to change it, are we? It takes off Kovacic, brings on Barkley. You're not going to change the formation between now and next week.
I'd like to think at some stage he'll change it round. He'll change it round.
Well, Azpilicueta up front and Kepa. You've just got to do something different, haven't you now?
Well, I don't, it's easy for us to sit in the stand watching and all that, but you had somebody like Kante, one of the best, voted the best midfield player. I think everybody says he's playing in the wrong position, right? We can all see it, but the manager don't seem to see that.
Everybody but one person saying in the wrong position. Who we got here,
Tiago.
Tiago? That's a very Brazilian name, isn't it? Or Portuguese? Where are you from?
England.
From England. Did you enjoy the game tonight?
Yeah,
What do you think about Chelsea? Are they good, or could they be better?
they could be better.
They could be better. I think you're right, Tiago.
Who's your favourite player?
Who's your favourite player?
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard. You try it every week, and it never works.
Who's your favourite old player? Say Grandad.
Grandad.
Grandad, that's you, is it?
That's me.
He tries it every week. He's never got one of the children to say his name, apart from someone said Gary Chivers one night. Here we go. So the fans are congregating. I'm not sure if it's for the good or for the worst, but they always like to see Chopper and Gary. Guys, we're back on Thursday night and I'll torture you once again with some more Europa League. And then Sunday, it's the big one in the Cup. If he wins the Cup, it changes the atmosphere a bit, but he's going to have to change something, isn't he?
Well, I think they need to win, obviously next Sunday. I suppose on current form, you can't see that happening.
Not really, not unless you two are playing.
Well, you just need. For me, you just really need to have a go. And we're doing the same thing week in and week out now. We've got beat over the last couple of games, except for the one against Malmo. We just need to put out a team that's going to have a right go. Maybe change the formation. We've got to change something. We've got to find a winning formation that suits us.
Yeah. Okay, we look forward to it somehow. It's been a tough one tonight. We're back Thursday night, and we'll see you then.
Visit the ChelseaFan12.com website today to keep up with all the latest Chelsea news and statistics. It's also the place to find signed shirts, photos and works of art featuring past and present legends. Sign up for free now at ChelseaFan12.com. For the fans.
I thought he done ever so well today.
And when we check out, we just make it easy for teams to defend against us. Is that why you sent them home, because you weren't out with them? And I'm not being funny. Have you got a bush chucker troll coming up or anything like that?